Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I will start a new playlist to build an online food delivery system. So in this playlist will be a lot of the video. So we want to build this system called the food delivery app, and also I want to start from scratch, but we want to learn together how to make system design, how to choose the tools or technology for this system, and also we want to develop together this system. And for the publish or host for the system, maybe I can use shared hosting, for example, DigitalOcean or Hostinger or the cloud provider. For example, we go with the AWS provider. But until now, I don't choose the right provider. I want to focus for the development right now and also for the design. So let's get started together. So our system called the food delivery app. So this system, so let's make here title food delivery app applications. So this system basically what? The scenario useful this system. First, we have maybe more than one role. We have the customer, we have the restaurant owner, and the admin of the system. So let's get started by the customer. So the customer first access the system, and he can create account or maybe login or access direct if uh, had before the account. After he browse the menu or the restaurant, first check what is the restaurant available or what is the most restaurant rating. So he can search by, for example, the name of the restaurant or filter by, for example, the rate of this restaurant. So access the restaurant, check all the menu, all the food. Uh, if he likes any food, he make place, or sorry, before place order, he add to cart, and he can manage the food inside the cart. He can maybe add more quantity or less quantity, or maybe delete the food don't need for now. But if he want to continue to place an order, he place direct the order. So when place the order, the restaurant owner notify that an order, and the restaurant owner like can accept or refuse the order based on the food is, for example, available or not. For example, let's make accept the order. So the customer notified that the order uh, accepted and start making the food, and the restaurant owner also notified the deliverer that has the that have the or maybe has, because maybe the customer can make one or more food. So the owner of restaurant uh, notify the deliverer that has the order, and the deliverer send the food to the customer based on the address, because we need the address when we want to place an order. So this is basically the and the payment also will be online by using Stripe or PayPal or cash on delivery. So the user can or the customer can choose the method of payment. But right now I want to start with the MVP, the most important feature, and later I want to scale, I want to add more features, and also I want to start with the monolithic modular architecture. I don't go with the microservices, I want just to start small. So first, let's start and what is the most so the functional requirement. Let's start with the functional requirement. So the functional requirement, so let's start by the user or the customer. The customer access. So the customer access the account or the account. So we have the register. So can create new account, access account, also has own profile. So profile. Also we can add the verification email. Verification email. Also if forget password, we have reset password. So what is next? Also, so we have customer. Okay, so right now this is the basic feature for the customer to access the account. Now the second is that the customer can browse the restaurant, also search and maybe filter. Okay, the second one, browse, choose restaurant, and for example also browse and search the food. Browse the right now, for example, he choose the right food. So add to cart, and here we have, for example, edit or remove or direct add. Now for the cart, okay, after place an order, after placing order, he wait. So we have status, for example, in progress, or maybe get notifications. So notifications, notify by owner of the restaurant. So owner of the restaurant, notified by the owner, of the restaurant, notify by the owner of the restaurant. So the owner of the restaurant can accept or refuse. Accept, refuse. Okay. Or in progress. So now if the first status accept, so we start make the food and notify the deliver to deliver the food at home. Okay, so this is for the, let's make this. So for the customer. Okay, so this for the customer. Now let's go with and pay online. So we'll play online. After the so we can make pay online or cash in delivery. Pay or choose a method of payment. So choose the method of payment. Now we go with the owner of the restaurant. So the customer, the owner of the restaurant, so the owner can create, so also the access the restaurant. Now the owner can create one or more. So can create one or more than restaurant, okay. And inside the restaurant, so inside each restaurant, we can create or remove or delete the. So here inside the restaurant entity, which will be the CRUD, okay. Also in each restaurant, add food. So each restaurant has food or menu, and right now the operation can be CRUD, so can create or delete or update the menu food. Okay, so what is the restaurant? Okay, we create all the information. Restaurant, okay, so add to cart, no, there is no add to cart. So receive order, receive, so notify. Notified by the customer. Restaurant, so you can accept or refuse the progress, okay. And contact the delivery. Contact and so contact and notify the delivery. Okay, so this is the owner of the restaurant. You make two. So contact and notify the delivery. So now we want to go with the so contact delivery. So right now I want to add section for the deliver, but I want to just focus on this. So let's remove this. So this is the functional requirement. Let's make this in the middle. Okay, now what we want for so also we have the owner of the system. So manage all user, manage all user, and also manage all the restaurant owner on the restaurant. So also the manage all the restaurants. So the owner of the user has the sorry. So the restaurant, the owner of the system can also accept or refuse the restaurant. So manage all the restaurant. Okay, so the user also manage all the orders. So can track all the orders, manage all the orders, and the payment. Okay, the payment. So here the customer, the owner of the restaurant, and the delivery. So the customer, okay, so right now I think this is most important feature. Geez, I think I missed something, but I don't know what. Okay, so I can remember later and add. Now we go to the non-functional requirement. Non-functional requirement. So here the first thing is the availability, 24 hours. So the first things is I want to use this. So system should be hours, 7 days per week. So 24 hours, sorry. Also, so we have payment, we have transaction. So the transaction, sorry, SKU. So the transaction should be secure. Okay. Also, what the consistency here it's important because, for example, maybe the order or maybe the payment can be successful, but the order not yet finished. So consistency. So the order, the payment also what is so and I just forget the first character is the scalability. So the system should be scalable because in the future we want to add more things and maybe we want to switch to microservices and we want this system handle large users, large traffic, large orders in the same time, and maybe a large owner of restaurant. So the system should be scalable. So scalable. What is the also for the code base? Maybe in the future I want to make this system open source. I want to go with the maintainability, so the code easy to maintain. Maintainability. Okay, so the code should be maintainable. What is the next? So okay, so we have this. Choose method of payment. Okay, so for the method, I want to use Stripe, maybe PayPal, or cash in delivery. So cash, PayPal, Stripe, and cash in delivery. Cash on delivery, sorry, not in delivery. Or cash on delivery. So we have the owner, okay, so owner. What is the next? So non-functional requirement, the system. Okay. So I want to design the system, the architecture. So first, so this is the client. So it can be from mobile or the computer. We have the backend. It's here. Okay, so we have the backend, and we have the database. Okay, so I want to use the web server Nginx. So do this. Nginx, okay. So the Nginx play the role of the load balancer that can handle the traffics and orient on different server. Okay, I want to use, for example, one server, two server. Okay, so right now we have the backend, we have the, for example, 3 or 2 server, we have Nginx that handle the request and play the role of the, or the function of the load balancing. So also, so I just forget really important things is we want to reduce the time of latency. So this system will, so this system will have, for example, write and read from the database maybe a lot, and this it's really bad from the database because the database read and write from the disk. So we want something that reduce the time instant to read from the database. So we want to use the cache in memory. Right now, I want to use for so the cache I want to make like that. So this is the cache. Okay. Let's make in green. So let's make for the first. So Okay, and here, uh, so let's start to just simplify for you. We have the client send the request, so the Nginx automatically orient, sorry, for example, send this request to the server number one. So, for example, let take the example of make an order or get the order. So, the backend servers first things is check the cache. If any data can return successfully without ask the database. Okay, and like that. So like that, and return to the client. So and return to the client. But if the case that the data uh, not found on the cache, so here go to the database, read from the database, return. When return, push on the cache because it's need for the second time to read direct from the cache. Don't need to go to the disk and read from the database. Okay, so this is for the database, and also return, let's make here, to the client. Okay, so this is the uh, design of system. So we have the client, we have the server, we have the load balancer, and we use the database and the cache. Now we want to select the technology of this applications for the, so let's make the database. So here the check or tools use to build the system. So now we want to, for the front end, I want to use Next.js because it's easy and also support the SEO and also have automatic router and don't need a lot of library like React to install for small things. So Next.js, it will be good for the also I use Next.js with TypeScript or keep just the JavaScript. For the backend, for the database, I want to go with Postgres because this system needs SQL architecture or SQL type of database because the data should be more structured. We have a lot of relationship. So, for example, the customer order more than food, the same maybe food, or maybe the customer have or can order more than food. Also, the restaurant owner can have one or multiple uh, restaurant and restaurant is related with specific owner. So we have the like lot of relationship between tables. So we need the data to be more structured. Okay. So also the food, for example, the customer order more than food, and this food specific, for example, pizza, can order it by the customer one and also the customer two in the menu. So we have relationship one to one to many, and many to many. So I want to go with Postgres. Also for the backend, I want to handle the request maybe in the same time. So we need where concurrency for this system. So I want to go with Golang because play wonderful function with the concurrency. So I want to use Golang. So if it's I want to check if code or not. So okay, it's a code. I want to use Golang. For the web server, I want to go with Nginx. For the container, I want to use Docker. CI/CD and GitHub Action. Okay, so okay, for the provider, I want to use maybe DigitalOcean provider. So to host. Okay, let's see. It record or not? So it record. Okay. So the provider to sync. So the provider I want to use maybe DigitalOcean. Okay, so right now we just have the general idea how the system works. So in the next video I will go with the database, go with the architecture, go with data workflow, how it will be. So thank you for watching, and in the next video.